All right, riddle me this. What does every snowmobiler do days in advance of going on a snowmobile trip? I'll give you a second. Oh wait, it's work on your snowmobile, because it's always broke. Back in the shop with Bob, doing a little inspection, trying to get the body work on, and there's this plate right here, and then it ends right here. There's another half moon that's supposed to go on the back side of that, and all the bolts fell out and it's gone. So this turbo spins, you can see that grease circ, spins freely inside the exhaust housing. And look at the color that thing turned. That was great. So taking the turbo out, ordered a new, they call it a turbo housing clamp band, I believe. And got that coming so I can get this turbo back in and getting down to the wire for my trip, of course. One of the things I noticed while testing was this leaks a lot of meth and it fills into this hole, and I was constantly wiping it up. You can kind of see some of the residue still left over. This was leaking a lot just as it's sloshing around. So I got a new cap coming that has a check valve built in to let air in when I'm using fluid, but not let the fluid back out. So that'll be an easy fix there. One more thing is I'm gonna swap these worm clamps. These are all I had for testing, and I got some nice new T clamps. So I'll get them swapped out, so hopefully the charge pipes don't pop off anymore. And then this elbow, I need to trim a 1/2 inch off and get it to sit tighter. And so I'm gonna trim this elbow, and that should be the final fitting I need for the turbo piping. So my next video was going to be unveiling the new look of this thing, and instead I'm pulling the guts back out of it. So kind of a short list of what we gotta get done here. I gotta get this, obviously this new bracket put back on. I need to adjust a few settings in the Motec. I am running so rich now that I made up a special table. I'm not going to show you that in the Motec. I think we're done with those videos. But basically, if it goes below 0.8, it's going to start adding fuel back in instantly. My short-term fuel trims seem to lag a little bit. They're always sort of adding when I want them to be subtracting, because they stretch out and kind of don't follow as instant as when it hits a value in a table. So my fuel compensation 1 is going to have that value. So hopefully I can keep it on this trip. I can just keep it right between 0.8 and 1 the whole time, and avoid some of that extra fuel that's going through there. Second thing, I got to fit the hood, and I got to fit the gas tank shroud with my turbo piping here. So I'm notching those out, trying to get that set up. So I've got a nice start, and then I got to trim all that out, make it look pretty. And then I have got a couple adjustments to make on the fuel side. I've got a new fuel pressure gauge. I'm going to redo the wiring, do some stuff in there, see if I can get that fuel pressure working the way it's supposed to. And we're going to change the oil again, and that should, I think, be it. There's some minor things here and there, but essentially I just need to get the body buttoned up and back on it, and I think it's ready to trail ride. So I'll be back with some updates once I get the turbo and stuff in, and then we'll do the unveil. It's gonna be pretty cool. Stick around. Thanks.